Definitely don't want to make it more difficult for the end user. No zip ties on the disc brake. Alright, so I'm just going to seat it right here. Alright, hopefully this computer's steady enough, you know. Oh, it kind of ripped off the first time. Alright, so let me actually just take off the front end with the box cutter. It looks like a thick piece of zip tie. I don't see the box cutter right now. Now if you want to unlock it, right, that's my electric air pump, right? And the tent, right? Oh my gosh, this is, yeah, no, I see the box cutter now, so I'm gonna use the box cutter. It's yeah, I gotta ask where you get these things from. Alright, good. Back it off, alright, so now this is the front rack. Always you wanna put these on, you're not done. You're not done. Make sure you put these on, but before you put these on, you're just gonna get at the styrofoam off the alright, so you can see what I'm doing. We try to be careful. Try not to have the blade make contact with the caliper. Patrick, why did you do this? Why did you do this to me? Actually, I'm gonna try to pull it from the outside, see, but then I can't see if the blade actually tried to make any contact with the they use something strong because they want to make sure this caliper is protected. Right, now see, I have to try to get it from the front. And it's just less leeway right there. I'll try to get it from the back. Nah. Yeah, this is a little difficult part. Let me try to see if I can get it with the scissor. Good. I think the scissor caught, but it's off. It's off. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Even so, don't even try to breathe on the. Nah, you could breathe on the disc. You still get your hands on it. A bike is good for mud. Not gonna be good for mud and snow if you can't even breathe on it. All right. So now what you want to do? You want to take this piece off. You just want to get a chair, have it lean on you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself a chair, myself support, right? Because you can't do this alone. Right, and I like before I continue, I think it's just a good idea for me to take out the down tube, right? And another thing for me, I should immediately charge these batteries. I think that's what I want to go do. But I got 2 pairs of keys, right? And then what I'm gonna do right now is that before I put the front wheel on, because it's gonna be heavy, I'm gonna take out the tires. I think I'll do that right. I'll take out the battery, right, with these keys, right, that you're going to find along the fork, and I'm going to charge them. Alright, it's a little hassle trying to take them off. You should put them in the video, right? So you want to do is you want to use the keys, right? They might be on one key set or the other. You want to take them, and then there's like this lever right here, and you gotta take a look at. Right, there's this lever I'm gonna pull with my hand. You're gonna pull it, and I think it's gonna engage the release mechanism to release. Charge these batteries up and be right back. Hey, so where we left off, you know, I just wanted to go grab a chair. I think I wanted to go charge the batteries. However, I see there's 2 chargers and 2 batteries. I see that there's actually no tools in the toolbox, right? So you're definitely gonna need your old tools when putting this stuff together. Yeah, like a regular wrench. Alright, and I think for the front assembly, yeah, but for the lights, I hope this isn't coming. Oh, it seems to come with its own light. Oh, you're just gonna need to tighten this up. You're gonna have to flip it over on its head. You're gonna tighten it up, right? And lucky I don't have the Armageddon headlights. I really don't need those. I just want to move this out the way. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this. Right, and yeah, this is, yeah, see, this is where you're gonna need that, you're gonna need that cape. So, you're gonna need that multi-use wrench, thank you. And I think you're gonna need the Allen key as well. Alright, yeah, you're gonna need another wrench. I'm not sure if I use my hand for this one. Yeah, I wish I could use a wrench there, but I'm gonna have to use the Allen key. Alright, so I have to use my hand. I don't think I have another wrench to deal with this type of problem, right? So basically there's this piece right here. There's this piece right here. Right, as you can see, this is like the stock. This is not the Armageddon. Right, and you can see past that key. I don't even think I can see it, right? This piece right here. Right, so you just want to decide. You want to take these keys, which you have two of them. Probably better. But right now, we're just going to have to hope that everything wants to work out the way we need it to. So I'm gonna, it's gonna, it's, alright, this should be good enough. Let me see if I can twist some more. Alright, so that should be good enough. I really appreciate that. Right now for this front fork, so now this rigid fork, I think you should be able to fit a front basket in here. It doesn't look like this is the case. Oh, this is just, I'm gonna have to send an email about that, but everything else should be fine. I think there should be an option to fit a front basket in there. Alright, so let's just focus on putting on the rear. Yeah, pretty straight now, right? Rear basket, and now I just want to go ahead and do it. Just want to go grab myself a chair. Like from the angle, I can't see from the angle. Alright, let's go ahead and grab myself a chair. Oh, I did everything today. Put it on my lap. I'll take Daddy's lap. I'll call him like that. Child. Alright, Mary's lap. Okay, so what we want to do, since I'm strong, we definitely want some help from alone. There's no guard there. So I kind of have this chair for it to lean on. I'm going to do it, I'm just going to tap. And now the annoying part is by Tracy to do this, I got to move all this tape. Right, and then another thing while moving the battery, like for me, I'm a strong dude, but for everyone else at home, everyone else watching, I think the first thing is you want to remove the battery first, because it's going to be a lot heavier with the battery. And then also you want to go to the gym. You want to do a lot of lifting if you don't have that bike stand. Right? That's why I said, either go to your gym or get that bike stand. Right? And I kind of see you can see where the front rack is going to go. So that's actually beautiful for me. Alright, that's good. And now, moment of truth, can I get this wheel? So now the wheel, right, you want to make sure that this disc brake over here, that disc brake side that you see from me right here, that it kind of aligns. Right, I kind of want something to hold this up, but I really don't have anything. Kind of lean on me. And I just want to show, see if I can fit it in my inseam, right, that's what it's called. Right, you want that disc brake, right, you want to see that disc brake right there, right, you need that to go, you need it to go the same way the brake caliper is, right, so if you have to flip the wheel, if not, try to go for it, and then we're gonna, and then for this exercise, definitely want to have a friend help you try to get it on, but we want to go for it. And then there's an axle, right? There's an axle that's in that box, but you don't have to worry about the axle. You just want to take off this axle cover on the other side. Put that to the side. It's not really garbage. You want to hold on to that. and then, right, and then, so just focus, and what you want to do is focus now, and definitely make sure that, you don't contaminate the rear pads, alright, so I'm just focusing on the bike on the back because of the chair. That's fine. Alright. Alright, and my camera's still on the action. I think I'll do it. Yeah, it's much easier if I try to flip the bike. You know, I think I'm gonna try to stand up the bike. Let me see if I can stand up the bike. Here we go. You got the wheel. Alright, super worried about that front fender, right? It's gonna take a while for me to figure out. I used to just flip it over. I want to flip it over again. And I just might flip it over onto the chair. Trying to give myself some leeway, but if I damage something, right, it's gonna be my fault, so. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for this here. Please try not to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna decide to flip this. Yeah, we're gonna flip it. Try to get onto your rack, and you definitely want to be careful with the controls. Kind of want to do this as quick as you can. Don't want to mess up the assembly. Right, and now I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold it a bit by there. Okay, try to make sure there's not too much pressure. Right, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it, right, by that fork. Right, hold that steering wheel up while I try to lift that tire in there. Right, so I could just, right, and right, usually try to go beautiful. You want to see the other side? And another reason too is that maybe push on the brakes, but I just got to keep trying it. And so it's definitely not good for me to be holding this on the spokes, or pressure on spokes, but oh yeah, there's like a piece, yeah, right. So I always remember. Right, there's like usually a piece you have to take out of the front brake caliper before you can put it in. Yeah, well, I don't see a piece there. I feel like there's a piece you have to take out there, but it does not look like that's the case. Alright, we're gonna have to try. Yeah, I don't see a piece I gotta take out. Or is there? No, it's low. No, it was actually just a void space. Alright, so we're just going to focus here. Try to make this work properly. Alright, all while hoping that the controllers don't get crushed. Alright, this is another reason I want to go ahead and take out the battery. Alright, accepted it. Alright, so at this point, right, you could just go ahead, you know, gravity is going to just make it come out, so, you know, really unfortunate for me, let me just go ahead and grab the axle. Right, and this is, right, obviously don't do this at home, let me just pause this while I flip the bike over, try to find this axle here. Alright, I guess this video is kind of turned into a fail. right? Because like I don't know if you caught the part where I'm trying to put the I'm trying to flip the vehicle, I'm trying to flip it, and you know it falls over. But yeah, we're gonna since it. I just want to make sure that I kind of like that everything's fine. The first time I flipped it, we're gonna flip it again. We're gonna throw the wheel on it again. Now I found out where the rear axle is. Okay. Heavy bike. Okay. Yep, heavy bike. Alright, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna try it again. Be careful. Not to. Just give me enough time just to try to. Alright, enough time. Alright, and on the edge of the chair, try to avoid those controls. Alright, and then just nearly get that rear axle in there. Alright, so don't do this, so always grab the front. Alright. And now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and go that rear axle. I should have known it was behind me. I wish someone said that in the video. But this is not live. And really try not to put anything in this cavity here. If anyone can see that. Yeah. Yeah, my laptop needs to charge up, right? So I'm just gonna pass on this part. Alright. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting the rear axle. No one can see that. Alright, this video kind of tearing into FL at this point. But that's okay. So you just plug the axle in. I flip it over, right? So I don't smash the disc brake. Alright. Definitely want to show this. Alright. So grab the laptop. But be careful, right? Because it's on a tilt. I'm trying to keep the handle bars are not sitting on top of the controls. But definitely want to show this to you guys. I think I have a better angle. Right, so. Alright, let's see. Can I seat this on the, you know, let me see it right on the seat here. Alright, so. Oh, battery's running low again. Right, so this is, I just wanted to show. Right, this is that brake, this is the axle that I'm talking about. Right. 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 And I'm taking a great risk because, right, this is the brake axle, right, this is the other side, and this is the other side, right, you want to go ahead, you want to take the other side, you want to take the brake axle, take them apart, put it in like so through the axle, connect that spring from the inward out, so that outward. So like the smaller side is going to be going inward and the larger side is going to be going outward. I'm kind of mangling my words because I need to get that laptop back on the charger. Alright. And I'm gonna put the laptop back on the charger, extra part when it comes to building these bikes. Alright, hopefully the bike doesn't lean over. Do not lean. Alright, because if it leans, that voids my warranty. Good. Alright, let's put the bike back. Alright, make sure it's super tight. Alright, I kind of want to be out of the way of the front basket. Alright, kind of clamp that down and I head over to the bike shop to pick up the front basket. That's going to have that taken care of. Alright. And now, I think after this, I'm gonna get a bike stand. I'm scratching up the fender a bit. Alright, so there it is. Alright, and I can see that this bike right now, you can see that the handlebars are like kind of over my, they're over my hips at this point, and I'm 6 feet tall, right? So these small bikes, right, end up coming out to be very, very big. It looks like we have to tighten out the steering mechanism because it seems to be very loose. And I think that is done. This cap. Alright, which I'm gonna get to first. Which I'm gonna get to. I'm just gonna show you how to do that. You know, I haven't done it before. Should have an idea about how to do that. Alright, so first things first, I want to deal with the stick stand. Alright, and I kind of just want to show you guys how big this is looking. I wasn't hoping to be that big, where you see the difference that a wheel makes, right? It makes it big, it makes it grand. Alright, definitely want to show it from the side. How it looks. Alright. I'm trying to show it from the side how it looks. Like you get a good angle. I don't think you can. Just like shift it a bit. A lot of things I need to tighten here, right? But you know, I'm just hop on it with my socks. Trying to make this thing still feel better now. And that's how it looks. Actually, so it does feel pretty compact. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to tighten out the steering mechanism. I didn't think it should be like that, but we're gonna see. Again, try to make that work. Right, because you can see the handlebars are turning, but not so much the front wheel. So I definitely want to investigate that. I think there's like the centerpiece. Or check the user manual of this. Check the owner's manual. I'll pause while I read this owner's manual. Try to figure out. Alright, yeah, so what it was there's actually like a little piece. I'm actually tightening it out right now because I kind of don't want this bike to do something very unexpected and right, this kind of fork kind of gets loose. I'm actually kind of worried if the fork is properly in there, but there's actually this crevice which you have to open. Alright, it's crevice covered by a plastic stopper of some sort, and you want to go in and just make sure that this is really tight. They kind of don't tell you this in the instructions, but you kind of want. I was figuring this was going to be the case. You want to kind of make sure that this is really tight. It basically allows the handlebar and the steering mechanism to get together. So now, right, this is and we still kind of give, right. You want to make sure this is really tight, right, because if your handlebar can't control the front wheel, you can't control the bike. You can stop, right. We're gonna have to wish you had an Allen key. It's gonna be difficult. You're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna get Coney to control the bike for legs. And I think I could control this bike with the unicycle. You know, riding with no hands. I think I know how to do that and get that done. But when it comes to major turns, I'm gonna have to lose control, right? And there's still that give. There's still that. Right, you have to keep tightening. You have to tighten this really tight. Tight, like you need a torque wrench. That way you need to tighten this. You have some torque with the handlebar. That's good. I don't want to hear like a nasty snap. Alright. Still that give. Alright, yeah, and I think that give is because I have to tighten this part up. And definitely when I think about it, I actually kind of want this down lower a bit. I'm not to see in the later. Like, because the handlebar is just to be way up here like that. Kind of want it to be down lower. Let's see how it feels. The handlebars up here. The handlebars are down here a bit. Probably want to like turn this down around, like have the handlebars like put on another way. And this is like riding a motorcycle a bit, but it's definitely fine. I think it's definitely fine. I think I like it more like this, kind of towards me a bit. Yeah, I think I have to struggle a bit. Don't want to ride it like a motorcycle. I think I want it down lower a bit. But I do want my phone. I do want to be able to see my phone. So I guess I'm going to keep it high for now. I'm definitely going to get a phone out from this and Union Garage. I heard quad full. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and tighten this. And now I'm just going to show you guys a video of what I mean. Actually, let's put the stopper in and show you guys that. Alright, so huge wreck, right? Alright, so there's a stopper. Just letting it roll. Alright, so there's a crevice right behind these wires. You can see it. Are you seeing it? Right, so there's a crevice right behind these wires. Right, so there's that crevice, if you could see it. Right, there's crevice, and then in that crevice is a bolt, right, which helps the handlebar control the steering wheel. Now you need to tighten that. If it's loose, you need to take an Allen key and you need to go ahead and tighten that. And then, right, there's this stopper that's placed on there, right, you want to take it off. I'm not too sure why it's there, and they use like an oil component just to help you don't want debris getting in there, and now I can't control it even with the tightening. But then the last things last is you want to just go ahead. You want to like set this up. I kind of don't like it too up, but you know, I definitely want to be able to see my phone, so I'm just gonna leave it up like that. That'll be okay. Or just like a bit. It's just, but if I scroll it down a bit, no one would notice. And then I just want to go about tightening this. All right, you gotta hold it in place now. Right, and then you gotta tighten this bit. Let me guys show you what I mean. And then I'll just bring the bike closer, right? Since I can control the handlebars, right? This bike is safe. Alright, so there's that piece right there. I'm just gonna tighten up, alright, so I'll properly adjust the handlebars. Right, that piece. Lift the handlebars up a bit. And I'm just going to tighten, right? It's going to hold them right. Try to hold them with your hips. And you're trying to go ahead and tighten. Yeah, I'm kind of turning them the wrong way. I'm turning clockwise. So the mechanism's a bit interesting. Yeah, this fork is massive. Yeah, I think it's a massive fork. I just... You know, you think the bike is small, next thing you know, you lift it up and you say, hey, this is the right size bike for me. But let's see if I can do something about that fork, get even a little fork. And make sure this is tight. You kind of don't want your handlebars getting loose as you ride. Maybe you do, but I wouldn't. Probably want to be able to adjust it as you ride, right? Yeah, and then, right, as you can see, yeah, I have to like lift it up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna have to lift it up a bit. Alright, so you want to adjust it, right? You kind of get this loose. And then I really wish you didn't need like a nut and screw just to get this to adjust. I really wish you could just do it without. Requiring the need. Alright. Adjust it as needed. Alright, yeah, hold it in place and then you just want to go about tightening it. Just kinda like get the adjustment. Just wanna like keep it a bit low. Alright, because I don't want it to feel like a motorcycle, I kinda want it to feel more like a bike. I'm gonna see if I could do something about that stem. Try to get another stem, but Alright, and that is it. So that's how you go about doing it. Alright, this is how it kind of looks. Right, you know, that stem is really high. I'm really just going to get myself a lower stem. Probably just get this stem replaced. Get like a different stem. Like, yeah, this is how it looks. Just move the bike back a bit. Yeah, oh, there's a scissor there, right? Cut into the wheels. Definitely wonder if these wheels are tubeless, but I know these wheels are pressured and they're kind of ready to go. Yeah, really excited. Yeah, I know I put those in. That's how it looks. Right there it is. There it goes, my baby. Kind of sand it out. This chair. The dark part of my basement, it's really not bad. It really doesn't look bad to me, you know? it was smaller, but oh well, most these big people in Canada. Yeah, compared to my other bike, it's a bit bigger. Try to move to the side. Oh, yeah, right? It's a bit hard to fit in places, right? Oh, yeah, no, I think I almost forgot I have to put on the front fender. Let me just quickly show you what it all looks like. Right, and that seat, I gotta get it to lock properly. And it comes out. Alright, it really comes out. Right. So, yeah, this is actually a good bike. Wish it made it smaller, get more speed out of it, but yep, that's how it looks. That's how it looks, right? That's its box behind it, right? And this is the bike. Wish it was smaller, but hey, what can I do? And then definitely when it's snowing, I saw like this tip that I could just go ahead and put like zip ties on the wheels. And since this is disc brake, right, it will work perfectly. Right, so now I think last things last, definitely want to go ahead and put the front fender. And now, I think I'm going to have to take apart that little setup that I had. And then, I am all over the place, but we are almost home. We're homebound. I just want to see if there's any actually tools in here that I kind of need to check, right? And there's actually a tool in here. There's actually some nuts and bolts. I'm going to check out. Which I don't think I need, right? Okay, yeah, this piece right here. Yeah, this should be for the seat post. I don't think so, right? Because seat clamps should be adjustable. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. So let me. Okay, so here is the front fender. Whew. Yeah, this was going to be completed much earlier, but you know that hiccup I had there was unfortunate. Alright, so let me kind of just adjust the bike a different route so that you guys can see that. Okay, just go ahead. Alright, let's see if I'm good. Alright. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh, it sucks because I'm hiding that bathroom. Alright, yeah, that's done as high as the bathroom. Let me see if I can just adjust it more. And that should do as needed. Alright, so what we want to go ahead and do with this front fender is that we want to go ahead. Right, it needs to come in. Oh, wrong way. It needs to. That's right. It needs to come in like this, right? You was thinking like, oh no, I have to put on that front wheel. No, that's not going to be the case, right? And what we want to do is, it looks like that. Right, we're going to have to bolt this piece. There's a piece right here into that system, and then I believe we should go. Right, there should be a. It should attach somewhere, hopefully, because I meant for this to be the supposed to have support a front rack, but right, because it's not going to go on the axle. Well, that's interesting. So I'm going to need the bolts for those. I wonder where they are. All right, but you know, while I'm trying to think of the solution, let me just first take off this front light mount. Move this up a little bit. Okay, it's even close enough, right? So what I'm doing is just going to go ahead and make sure there's like a washer and a bolt and a lug nut on this bolt, so you want to go ahead and make sure you kind of pay attention to both of them, right? But there's still a washer on this bolt. And you kind of want to set up that front fender. So this is washer, And then so we have carry it over. Right, so you kind of see, right, that there's a hole, and you kind of need to put it on the hole, and then you kind of need to put this where it is. So it's set up. But here's actually something interesting I want to go research. Alright, so how you're supposed to do it is that they're actually supposed to go in on the axle. Alright, so I'm supposed to slip it in on the axle, alright, and then try to do it that way, and then, you know, hopefully they're not in the way. Oh, but it doesn't make sense. I think I might have put that on backwards. Yeah, this is on backwards. Yeah, this is on backwards. Alright, I put the wheel on back. So what I'm gonna do is, right, I'm gonna loosen that steering mechanism and just take care of it, right? This video's gonna take a while. But we get some gloves on, and then we get to it. Right, the wheel's on backwards. Alright, so I kind of realized this is actually my throttle here. It looks like, yeah, this is my throttle, so it's not already on the bike. I'm probably just gonna have to figure out later how to get that set up. It's kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure there's like a throttle option somewhere. I gotta figure out how to get it on. Right, there's the brakes. Right, there's pedal. I don't think this throttle snaps on. Oh, it kind of does. But then wiring needs to connect to it, so that means there's just a wire here or there that can help me throttle. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm gonna ask about that. Alright, well, so there's definitely some issues with this bike here. First, right, I put the wheel on backwards, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reverse this down. And then second, right, the throttle, I know this thing is out of control, so I'm gonna deal with that. Right, the batteries are charging upstairs. Bit worried because it's 52 volt was on 100% when I try to put it in. Right, bike shouldn't, battery shouldn't shift like that. That one did. I'm not too stressed out about it. So let's just go finish this up. So what we want to go ahead and do, right, you're going to take our wheel, take that Allen key, try to figure out where to put the Allen key, so now I get a center keys, you know, I see the Allen keys, you know, and this sort of things get bad because this is like silver, I kind of see where everything is. Let's just actually take this off the floor because I actually have to reverse this. Put it up here. Then where is the Allen key on the floor? Want to like go in and just deal with this problem. Yeah, make sure not to step on these too much. I want to bend it. Alright, move this out the way. You have to click them off. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It doesn't want to come out now. Oh, this bike is a bit more interesting than I thought. Alright, that's this washer. It's spacer, however, this bike seems like it doesn't want to come out. Alright, so I just have to keep on screwing until you hear the click. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so now the handlebars are jammed in place. It's fine. That's how I figure itself out. And it's just too cold in here. Alright, I'll tighten this up. I'll move. Yeah, I'm gonna need that report set up. So, definitely want to take this to the bike shop. Yeah, I don't think I need to take it to the bike shop. It's just cold down here and there's like parts are freezing together. I really just don't feel like I need the stopper in there, you know. I don't know, like it's not the case, but the stopper's in there for a reason. I gotta get the Allen key in there. Alright, among these wires, you know, I can't, since you know the stab doesn't want to adjust and it doesn't want to like unlock like it should to get in there. The left fingers here. Alright, good. Alright, so now that's loose. What I can just go ahead and do is turn this wheel. Alright. Yeah, that's it. I think that's where the problem is. So we're gonna have to face forward. It's like some sort of twisting action taking place now. Alright, you know what, I think this is actually on the right way, and I'm starting to think that it doesn't support. Let me see if I can actually. Looks like it wants to, it looks like it can twist. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it definitely can twist, right? These are hydraulics, right? So I'm definitely gonna take them to the bike shop. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take this to the bike shop. Yeah, because I know it's not supposed to go that way. Alright, so it's actually on right. Now it's gonna do it again. I'll take it to the bike shop to see if I could just flip it and keep the fork or not. I'm guessing that this fork's gonna have to go, but let's see. That's it. So just get in there and tighten it again. Alright. Let's keep tightening. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, and then so we're just gonna have to like figure that out, and we're just gonna put the starter back in. And so I see that's throttle. Don't really know how to get the throttle set up. So that was just gonna be about it for me. And then I have to take off a lot of the handlebars. But yeah, I think this video is gonna stop here. Yeah, and I clearly forgot, the fender. So we'll just go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the fender. Clearly forgot about that fender. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get a better angle. Just put this fender on. And hopefully there could be something could be fine. Might have to get an aftermarket solution for the wind brakes. Alright, so what we're gonna go ahead and do, just wanna get that light. Get the fender in first. Or is it like a hollow area? I did not want to do that. Oh yeah, there's a hollow area. But alright, I'm just gonna cut that. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna do it like that. Let's see how long this washer is both those. Oh, it's actually pretty long, but now I'm just gonna put the fender on the back side. Right, so I think conventionally you're supposed to do it on the front side. I'm just gonna put the fender on the back side, and yeah, that's that. I definitely want to cut this off, see how I could get it to circle around the other way. But we'll go through the front like that. That's fine. Interesting little project. I think the main thing is that I thought I ordered this rigid fork to get that front basket, and I'm kind of not getting that front basket that I'm looking for. I'm really just seeing support for its fender. So definitely going to reach out to the Biketricks team, see exactly what the issue is. Even though this fender, I know it should go on the front, it shouldn't go on the back. I'm just going to try and make it work. And then, definitely having everything blend in. Definitely gonna make things line up well. Hopefully it wants to stay. And the washer is gonna make it so, if not. I don't know what to do to compare that, but we'll figure that out. Now, I'm just wondering if I have a small enough wrench to get the job done. Just need my wrench key, and I need a very strong grip. To stay the other way. Yeah, I know this is not big enough. Yep. Good. Alright, let me see if I have a better wrench. I don't think I have a better wrench. Yeah, it's an Allen key. Should be an Allen key solution, not a wrench solution. Oh well. Should have some sort of pliers that can hold, to tighten down and hold. And it seems like I don't. Well, and behold, Biketricks does have a tool. But Yeah, but once again, yeah, this is. There, let me see. Alright, get another key, but. Yeah, obviously these are not gonna pull it off. Like, it's a better alley key than what I have. I'm going to get rid of it, I'm going to sell it. Forget that. Okay, this is actually a bit more interesting. Oh, it's a 200 keys. Oh, wow, that's the keys. Come on, just fit. So I really need to do it. Fit. Oh. Since I can't reach with that side. Yeah, I can't even fit it onto the. Alright, hopefully it takes this one. Yeah, even though I don't think it will, alright. Talk about perseverance. This is kind of a very interesting battle. Alright, yeah, nah. Alright, just night. Alright, this just not work. Alright. Now the rear side. I wish I had two of these. But one side's gonna go. Good, alright, so we're tightening it. Oh, be careful, don't want to shift bolts. Let go. Ah. Alright, and it's stuck. Shift the bolt a bit, but he's intact. Alright. Now what I want to do is I just want to put these fenders up here, but you know, that's how it works. Yeah, another fender's supposed to go in the front, but see if it can reach. Alright, so it actually reaches perfectly. So what we need to do is need to take off the axle. You need to take out. Then we kind of need to like just latch it on and see some sort of rear support, but. Hopefully I just put this on the wrong way when I head to the bike shop. Hopefully I did. I feel like I put it on backwards. But you know, this clamp is actually saying otherwise. That's too much tension, too much force. Notice I could just put that front basket on. I know the way it came, so. Alright, so, yeah, so what I'm doing for this final step, alright, I'm taking this off, I'm taking out the axle, and then I just kind of want to just like I just want to put the holder to the axle, right, right like so, and on the other side, put it through like so, or should the axle fall first? I gotta see, you know that. Should the spring go on first, or should the fender support? Alright, I gotta check that out. This manual's not. I think the manual tells me, but. Yep, this is the manual. Oh, all manual. We're gonna manual that. Lost the manual somehow. I think I should watch the assembly videos. Should get an email about the assembly videos before I put these bikes together. I just want to watch a bit more concerned, like the throttle, how to get that on there. I'm gonna take a pause.